So what do you think about this? So it seems like we can't go probably 2 weeks without talking about a rapper dying, okay? And look, I don't want to just look like I'm picking on y'all because I just made a video earlier this week about DJ Twitch and Granddaddy ICU. All right, DJ Twitch was 40. I know a lot of you guys that are subscribed to this channel and listen to other videos. And Granddaddy ICU was 54. Okay, just all of a sudden just dropped dead. I mean, it just seems like just the Most High is just taking, our talent, our young men out of the community. All right, but I just think that your lifestyle, drugs, even weed, all right, to try to embracing it, it doesn't help. So I want to talk about this Big Scarr cat, okay? Uh, don't know a lot about him, 22 years old, and it seems like a lot of guys in that generation under me, you don't really hear about them unless they're probably dead, and you only may hear a few of them maybe come up like me, okay, on what is that, Hip Hop Nation. If I get customers in my Uber that want to listen to some music, and I just turn it there, just keep them from playing that Snapchat because I think it's distracting. Either there or the heat. All right. So just inadvertently, I may hear of a few of those guys. Some of the newer dudes like Lil Baby, or I'm trying to think whoever else is out. All right. I think Lil Baby and the Baby is a couple of the hottest guys out. All right. They but anyway, back to this Big Scarr dude. I mean, it seemed like he did have a profile when I looked his profile up on YouTube to be reckoned with. He had about 465,000 subscribers, and he had several hits that had at least 1 million views, and one called MJ that had 10 million views. Okay, he was one of Gucci Mane. Now I do remember that cat. All right, because he was kind of like in my era. All right, kind of like at the end of that era. And I can remember listening to Gucci Mane's when I was stationed out there in Georgia when I lived in Florida. But he's supposed to be one of his artists. And I understand that he had brushed a couple of times with death. He survived a car crash, got shot. But there's several arguments when I scroll through the articles, okay, about different podcasters that talk about this dude that they know probably more about today's rappers more than I do, that a lot of them are arguing that he died of a Percocet overdose. All right, let me tell you something. That stuff is poison. I think I had Percocet one time back in 2006 when I got my tooth pulled, and that stuff is powerful. All right, like a painkiller / depressant, but too much of that stuff, it's gonna put you to sleep. All right, kind of like what they call a succinylcholine. All right, just but in a pill. You want to look that up. They use succinylcholine to loosen up your larynx, all right, to where they can put a tube in you when you get you have surgery, all right. If they have to cut you open, too much of it, it turns out to be fatal. I learned that on Forensic Files. That's basically what it is, okay. A lot of these opioids and this Percocet, they basically come a cocaine pill, all right. Poppy seed in a pill, all right. It's nothing. It's nothing to play with. And these guys that put Percocet, okay. I think Future was rapping about. Somebody correct me wrong. What's that song? That Percocet, Percocet. All right. It's one of the things that leads you to your demise of an untimely death. Okay, so I don't see why guys rap about, I don't know, being dead at 25, but it seems like that's how they're turning out. You reap what you sow. And you want to be careful about what you ask for. For me, it ain't no punk move about growing old. Okay, I mean, hopefully I can live to be about 90 on my deathbed with your children and grandchildren around you. Okay, dude's 22 years old, so whole life just cut short. All right. And again, I'm not really getting on y'all, but I hope you, all I can say is this as I leave you. I hope you guys and ladies have experienced enough of this to where, you know, this could be a learning tool. You guys should get it by now. All right. But unfortunately, just seems like that's just how a lot of these entertainers. My alarm clock means I got an appointment here in about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Okay, so, but it just seems like a lot of these entertainers, that's how they turn out. And you also have to look. This is Hollywood, okay? Don't be surprised if it was a sacrifice, okay? But it does seem like, and I made videos about guys last year that you get these bigger uh, groups of talent for. I'm just saying for an example, like Boosie or like Jay-Z or somebody that shows up to their funeral. Okay, all of a sudden, like you just hear about guys like these guys just all of a sudden coming to the limelight all of a sudden. All right, am I saying that it happened? No, with Gucci Mane's sacrifice, I'm not saying that. Okay, but you also have to look that this is Hollywood. Okay, and those 360 contracts. All right, if you're not making the money that they want you to make, they have a life insurance policy on you. So signing that contract, all right, that does give everybody has an expiration date, but it could expedite that if you're not doing what they want you to do if you ain't selling records. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Rest in peace to the young brother. All right. Man, rest in peace to the fallen of 2022. And it's like we lost a lot of people, like life ain't no joke. I think we're really starting to understand a profound uh, meaning of that. Okay, as we leave 2022, like, subscribe, share, and let me know what you think about this matter. Okay, if there's anything that I left out, I'm sorry. Just respectfully provide it in the comments box.